Section. We now move into the last section before lunch, agriculture, something maybe I understand a bit better. And yeah, our first step, transforming an Elrad farm into a commercial dairy farm. Tshili, Machizula. His CV's there. You'll see it on the screen. You've also got a slideshow, but I just want to say from my side as a fellow dairy farmer, Tshili is really our crown jewel in the Alexandria area. We're very proud of him, not only what he's done and achieved in our area, but what he's achieved nationally. He goes around the country and he inspires a lot of young black farmers. Thank you, Tshili.
Good day, everyone. My name is Tshili. I'm an operational manager at Masibambane Pty Ltd. I'm not going to talk a lot about our background as a company, as you've seen it in the brochure and on the screen earlier. So I'm going to skip those first two slides. What I really want to talk about today is the programs that we've been involved in. These are programs that we've been running on a pilot studies, and we've been very excited. We've been impressed by the outcome of these programs. Number one program is a program that deals with our staff. We call it's a learnership program. It focuses more on the staff development. So what happened a few years ago is that we just couldn't find the type of people that we were looking for to work with in terms of fitting in our long-term strategy. So what we then did, we said, right, the best way of doing this is maybe we need to produce people that can fit in our long-term strategy by training and helping them with the skills development, focusing mostly on the youth. So how the program works is that whoever comes in our company do not get a permanent job, but what happens is they get 18 months learnership training program, which really deals with every aspect of dairy production. And we've been very fortunate that earlier this year MPO have joined hands with us, and we've done just about everything on a dairy production on a formal way. And these are NQF qualifications, which on the 15th of December we'll be handing out the awards and the certificates to all the people that are competent. The certificates have already been delivered. It's a very exciting thing for us because something that we're very passionate about. Next year we're going to be running the second leg of this thing. And what we've seen ultimately coming out of this thing is young people that we've brought into our company are much more confident, and you can see they're empowered. So I've got a lady who works for us, Nonko Suzana. She's 23 years old, and she joined our program a year and a half ago. And I can confidently say today that she can run our business, she can run our dairy for a month in my absentia. And if next year you're going to have this event again, I would like you to invite me again, but this time I don't want to be the one standing here and talk. I want her to talk about how this program has had an impact in her life and how other businesses can copy a similar module to empower people. So Nongo Suzana doesn't have, I don't think she's got a grade 10. She's 23 years old, and what she has achieved is remarkable. So with the help of MPO and AgriCita, next year we're going to be going into the second leg of this, which is going to be focusing mostly on a computer literacy, because that's where we saw a gap. And it's going to be focusing also on a financial management on a personal base and also on a business side, because that's where the big problem is. We've been trying to run to run smaller programs on teaching them how to manage personal finances, and we've had some very exciting things going on, but it's a subject for another day. So next year we're going to be moving in with this thing into a phase where we want to be able to produce our own future leaders from our own staff, not just with people coming in from the universities, as I will allude to later. Our board has also passed the bursary fund, which is only limited to our staff members. So if a staff member has got someone who needs to go to the university, we will look at that. We're still working on the implementation of that, as it came in at the same time when the government was starting to issue free education. Another program that we run is a mentorship program which deals with undergraduates. This is limited to people that are coming from tertiary institution. We've been doing this since 2008, and the whole idea about this is to just offer access to the farms, to people who are still leaving school, who needs to do the experiential learning. And the longer term vision about this is to produce our future leaders, produce our future farmers. And I encourage every one of you sitting in this room to do similar things, similar mentorship program in your respective industries. So Alexandria Study Group next year will be going in big with this thing. All 20 farms that are involved in the study group, they'll be taking, not all of them will be taking in students, but all of them, they'll be funding this program. Together with the Just Milk Group, we'll be bringing in about 34 students, which is very exciting. These students are coming from all over the country, different institutions. So that's very exciting for us. The last part that I want to deal with is the community development. So as a company, we've always looked at we've been thinking about different ways in which we can be involved with the Alexandria community as we border with Alexandria Township, where we understand the need for us as businesses to be involved with the communities to help find the solution to some of these pressing social problems. Because if we do not help solve those problems, there's no future for us as a business, there's no future for us as individuals. So we decided to start awareness which focuses on alcohol, drugs and substance abuse. And we've only done first edition of this year. And how we wanted to get our message across was through the sporting events. That's when Alexandria Sport Festival was born. So we've already had first edition in April this year, and we're hoping to do similar thing, but in a much bigger way next year. And yeah, I would like to invite whoever wants to join us and partner with us in this exciting thing. What we do is that we took over all the teams, soccer teams specifically in Alexandria, and we put them in a tournament. Top 3 winners, we equipped them with, we awarded them with soccer kits and training equipment, but not just the winners of the tournaments, also the people, all the teams that participated, they came out with something in terms of a training equipment. I've been working with my management team to find a way to make this thing bigger and better next year, as we trying to solve some of the biggest problems that we're experiencing in Alexandria, mostly being drug and substance abuse. So the longer term view of this thing, we want to combine it with academics as well. And over the period of 5 years, we want to be able to measure the outcome of this thing. But the bottom line of this, I believe as businesses, we need to take responsibility in terms of some of the social problems and see where we can help. Some of these things you don't even need to put in money. You just need to give out your time, as some of the speakers have said in the past. With that, I would like to thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Tshili. Tshili's he's an amazing guy, and he just touched on something a talk that I haven't actually heard yet before, but he's also got an amazing talk on his whole dairy project as well, but that's something for another day. Right, our next speaker, learnership programs at Frontier Bonsmaras, Justin Stirk.